Uh-oh. I thought I already started. Hey, Penelope Stone here, and I done goofed and already painted this canvas partially black as you see, but that's gonna be the main gimmick of today's episode. I apologize for my little goof up here. I thought I clicked start streaming and I made the mistake thinking that meant, it wouldn't be streaming. So that's that. Oh well, shit like this happens all the time. You really didn't miss much. This is just what I'm going to be painting over anyway. This is just starting the canvas up. And I probably need a little time for most of it to dry off a little more anyway. I will say this black paint looks a lot more just like almost like a chocolate dark brown paint to me. I don't know. Well, but I can definitely work with it, probably, maybe. But nonetheless, we are here. We are painting, and we are going to be listening to Spyro the Dragon as our soundtrack of the day because our little friend Filbert, who we did not get to see, but here he is now. Oh, oh there he is. I'm going to see if we can paint some dragons in this night sky, question mark? I think I need to find some good black paint. Oh, there we go. Next time I want to do this type of night sky like work. But, oh well, it's not that big of a deal. This is all just practicing for fun anyway, right? Alright. Let me paint a little bit more of like a shape though. Alright. I think that's a good starting place. It looks kind of neat to me. Alright. I think the most obvious thing to try here is seeing what happens if you paint over it with a little bit of white. Then let me just grab a brush. Let me wet this a little bit actually. Just have like a little plate for mixing here if needed. Alright, let's see. Let me paint white, see what happens. I should get like 2 little beating dishes so I can beat the devil out of me. I have to go and send him. Alright, now I'm going to need something that's a little thinner for the detailing I have in mind. Also, let's take a look here. Try to share it, and then I'm streaming on Discord. Let's get to share. Painting more. Okay. Just wanted to do that real quick, but if you want to chat, I will be able to see it now. So feel free to, because I enjoy yapping. Oh, so this music might be a little bit loud. Let me turn down 2 bars. Alright. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. And sleep on that. What happens if I use a much more brighter color, I wonder? Let's use a color I haven't used at all. Peach. See how that goes. Any goals involving dragons might already be dead. To be honest. Alright. I'm already thinking I'm making some terrible mistakes here and just picking kind of ugly colors. Let me try something a little much more. Let me try some. Actually, oh yeah, let me try some blue. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably my least well-cooked painting I've done so far. It doesn't mix at all. But in a more literal sense. But that might actually work to my advantage here. I'm gonna be honest. Kind of thinking of nuking this in some way. Let me try something. And then mix a little blue down here. Oh, I got it. Yeah. This is kind of neat. Alright. I don't know what I did there, but I sure did it. Let's see. Fuchsia. This has gotten into free painting mode, by the way. Like, if there is a dragon, it's just one dragon that's spaghettied all over this. Honestly, it's gonna look more like my prophecy of saying it's gonna end up looking like alien spaghetti by the time I'm done. Get such good strokes out of this ugly ass brush. Yeah, a little too big maybe. Use this brush to add a little texture to some of the more chaotic parts of this painting. Honestly, I need to add another color here altogether. Let's just go with yellow. Put that one on standby, but I don't need it right now. Actually, I'll kind of the one thing. Brush back near this one. Actually, got some paper towels. I have some down here I can grab real quick. Alright. Okay, there we go. Let me add some texture and some yellow to this. Good start, but pepper. I think I know what the first one is. As soon as I can find it. Come on, Whittle Tiny Brush. Where are you, Whittle? It's pretty Whittle, but not the Whittle I'm looking for. Let me just pick them all up. Oh, it's this long black one. Okay. Alright. Okay. I like that. The planes look a lot more realistic now. Let's see. What's in blue? Oh, violet. Whoa. I don't know if I wanted this much to be honest, but we already did it, so here we are, and we're gonna make do with it. We are in complete free paint mode anyway. And I still have one last idea for this whole thing at the end. Oh, it's a dab of white paint. To be honest, I think I overdid it. I got too close to the sun. I have to figure out a way to mix this so it looks like something. So right now it really doesn't look like anything. You know what? This is literally so bad that I don't know what to do. I might just try to swipe this part off. I messed up so badly. Or alternatively, so adding more paint to this is not gonna help. Let me dip some of this off. Let me dip most of this off, quite frankly. I made a huge mistake here. And I think I need to admit that I made a huge mistake down here. And wipe it off and try again. See what happens when I use black paint in a more concentrated area. That's darker, I'll give it that. I don't think this is helping. It's just chaos. This roof's all chaos. And yeah, this is just dark brown paint. This isn't black paint. I feel gypped. Hoping this would make it like super dark or something. Nope, it's just dark brown. Blue. Okay, well, do what I can with it. But honestly, the best strokes I got with any of this sort of stuff has been this brush. So you know what? Erase that back and just do that. Alright. I'm gonna let this dry for a while, and then I'm gonna paint over that with something else later on. Right now, since I kind of forsake the violet part I was already painting that looked better than what I was doing there. Let's make something violet up here, but I'm not gonna have any free notion of what I'm doing up here this time, though. I'm not gonna try to make it look like scales or anything like that. I'm just gonna paint and hope for the best. Yeah, it's like the army guy level in Spyro. This is kind of like a goofy paint now. I think there's something I can do though. But you know what? I haven't used orange yet. Let's see what I can do with this. Oh, hey, Birdie! Hey! Sorry I didn't see you until now. Hello! Like Bob Ross say, it's not a mistake, it's a happy accident. Exactly, exactly. These are all happy accidents. It will lead to some awesome painting by the end, right? I definitely am not a fraud who's been getting lucky this whole time. Nope, nope. Did I mention I'm colorblind? Because I'm colorblind. Yeah, kind of looks pretty, though. I may want to use a different brush right now, though. Being a little bit of glare, so it's hard to see what I'm doing right now. Oh no, you're not invisible. I just forgot to look in a while because there wasn't anybody watching for a while. Then I got kind of focused on the painting itself. But we're just listening to Spyro and painting. Try to start off with a black canvas, but the black paint is more like a dark brown paint, so I am very disappointed. So it all kind of started off with an ugly palette to begin with, and it's only been going downhill ever since. But I'm committed. I guess we're making earth minerals at this point, I guess. That's how I'm seeing it. We are making earth minerals. How about some red? Red is speaking to me. Because I haven't used this red paint yet anyway. Remember I was wishing I had brown paint last night? Turns out I had brown paint this whole time. Had to give you some shit. Indeed you do. It helps with, it probably helps with the algorithms if you're talking to me, so. Let's see. This is one of the less inspired Spyro songs from the sounds of it. This is really doing nothing. Let me try a little more. Yeah, I might have to combine this with yellow to give it a more of a pigment. Yeah, I'm gonna give this. Okay, I have an idea. The idea is making orange. Pretty much, yeah, the idea is making orange. Hooray! And do not put yourself down like that. You are amazing. Okay? Okay, Miss Birdie Robin. Sister. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Now I'm left with all this blood. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. This was half-baked to begin with, and I admit defeat on it. I am going to wipe most of it off. You can't wash away all the blood, but I got most of it. Let's see. Okay. Trying to beat the devil out of it a little bit. Thin out the paint a little bit. A little bit up here. Okay. What to do next? Because I really don't know. I think I'm just going to use orange. Orange looked the best this whole time, so I'm going to keep going with that. You new paint everywhere. Surprised I'm not getting that much paint on my gloves though. Seem lucky, I guess. Alright. Let's try violet down here again. Oh. Right. Might as well use one of the few paints I haven't used yet at this point. Do you know the band One Direction? Well, this is No Direction. This painting. That's the title. No Direction. What's the direction I have with this painting? Invalid question. There was no direction with this painting. Yeah, once I saw it was dark brown, I was like, oh no, this is all gonna look like bird shit now. But I knew the risk going into this, that it was gonna probably end up making everything just look kinda ugly. And I tried too many different colors, most of them clashing. So I'm just gonna try to make it look prettier, or at least something more interesting to look at, but I'm kind of admitting defeat on this painting. Let's see. Next question I wanted to try. What happens if you just take the black paint by itself? Let's make anything any darker. Indeed. Nope. I didn't really do anything. I don't even know what I thought that could even possibly do. No, let me try my other idea I didn't really try yet that I was talking about at the beginning. And that is put white over it. And then try painting over that. A little bit there. Kind of mixes a bunch of junk anyway. You know what this painting kind of reminds me of? That one super whatchamacallit man who can have you transform into any element. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that guy. With how chaotic it is. Alright. Let me see. Alright. Not gonna even lie, I'm not particularly happy with this painting, but at the same time, I think I'm just gonna do some texture brushing with the smallest brush. And then after that, I think I'm gonna call it. Yeah. Metamorpho. Yeah, this is Metamorpho the fucking painting. I knew it would look like alien spaghetti by the end. Yeah, a little texture to it though, where it doesn't look very well put together. Alright. This is a really wet painting. Alright. I'm making this worse. I'm gonna stop. Alright, I'll just consider this a lesson of how to let ADHD go a little bit too wild sometimes. But let's try to show the painting a little bit. I don't know, when this dries it might look neater actually. But it is very directionless. And some of the like the entire bottom here looks like a big old mess to the point where I think I have an idea. Alright. That looks a little prettier. Okay. Let's take a look at it now. I'll admit, this is the most half-baked painting I have done since beginning this series. Could be a sign that I need to take a break from it, right? Heck, I put the red cap on the frickin' black cap. For heck's sake. I'm just moving stuff so I can more safely turn this baby around. Alright. I think I'll go in with... I now know that that particular paint, at least, wasn't good for what I had in mind. Because it ended up being like a dark brown. I should have expected that. So here it is. Let's look at the webcam. This is not the best webcam ever. Let me just try picking it up. Definitely needs to dry for a while. But there it is. Alright. It's somewhat interesting to look at. I definitely messed up a lot in this one though, and a lot of my attempts at trying to salvage it kinda didn't work out. It was like a bunch of smoke, fire, maybe there's a singular dragon in the frame here, and we just got like a really bad Pokemon Snap picture of it. But really, it just looks like a colorful, chaotic mess. But, oh well. I had fun making it. Oh, you like it? Thank you. It's cool? Okay. I'll take your word for it, sis. I think we've gotten beyond Spyro the Dragon, because this sounds more like Donkey Kong now. But anyway, I'll have pictures posted later on Bluesky when it dries out more. Definitely a lot of thicker paint in this one. I think I'm just gonna let that dry though and see how it looks. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's try to get one last decent look at it at least. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you for watching today's stream. I'm gonna do a video game stream next. Either the one with my with my girlfriend. I was playing Pokemon Scarlet Nuzlocke the first time, going through with her for Nuzlocke, or I'll do like backyard baseball or something like that. But thank you for coming to my stream, Robin, and anyone else who happened to come on by. And just remember that you're out of this world, and don't you forget it. Trans rights, and see you next time, everybody. Bye bye.